You've decided to sell and the agent says, auction, 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 we should do an auction. Here's all the reasons why we should do an auction. Should you do an auction? Absolutely not, and let me tell you why. And in the process of telling you why, I'll tell you an alternative to an auction which gets much better results for many reasons. Kind of seems like I'm a little bit angry, and I am a little bit because some agencies and some agents, all they do is auction all the time, and it's for ulterior motives, which I'll explain at the end of this short video. Here's the biggest problem with an auction in a hot real estate market is every person that bids knows what the previous person bid. So it goes up in these steps, and these steps might be 1,000, they might be 2,000, they might be 5,000, but it's controlled by the previous person bidding. It's not controlled by the agent or the seller, it's controlled by the previous bid. Each bidder knows what the previous person has bid, and therein lies the biggest problem with an auction. So there's a better alternative to this, and I kind of call it a blind auction. It's a system that I've developed where we put a very strong price out there in the marketplace, we get tons of activity, we get multiple offers, and then we start going back to the buyer saying, hey, your offer's not good enough, come up. Your offer's not high enough, come up. Come back with your best offer. Now, the advantage of this system for the seller is that each buyer doesn't know what the other buyer has offered. So when they come up, they don't know if they're coming up by a little bit or they're coming up by a lot. And this system allows me to get jumps of $10, $20, $30, $50, $100,000 over the previous bid because it's a blind bid. And the end result to you, the seller, is the winning bid is not just a little bit over the losing bid, it's typically, and it has been, a lot over the previous bid. Now, the buyer never gets to find out what the other bids were. They just know they won the bidding because you don't necessarily want to tell them because they may feel bad about bidding much more. They got the house and that should make them very happy. You got the highest price and that should make you very happy. I mean, you'll never see this under an auction scenario. You'll never see someone just jumping up. And if someone does jump up, it's because they've started at a really low price and they want to jump it up to where the market value is. I just hit my arm. And they want to jump it up to where the value is. So you'll see big jumps at the start, but typically near the top, you see tiny little jumps. Well, again, with my system, you'll see big jumps at the start, big jumps in the middle, and big jumps at the top. So now the final question, which will make a lot of agents mad, why bother doing an auction? Well, normally it's because that's all the agent does. They've been taught that way from a corporate type company, so they only do auctions on every property in any market. Number two, it's better for the marketing of the company because they get much more marketing money, which helps market the company. It's better for the agent and their exposure within the area. The only person it's not better for is you, the consumer. So you really have to think about that. Is there a time and place for auctions? Yes, absolutely. Is there time and place in this market? Absolutely not. Stay right away from an auction unless you just want to give the agent a bit more money, have them market themselves and the company, and you not knowing if you could have got a bid 50,000 higher than the winning bid. That's it for this week. So if you would like to buy, give me a call. If you'd like to sell, we'd love to get that call. And if you're thinking of renting out your property, rental values are going through the roof, we'd love that call too. Have a great week.